All right, y'all. So I've already cut a bunch of his hair. We pretty much debulked it. Where I'm at now is pretty much the back taper here. So we're gonna get started here. I just kind of want to explain what I'm doing. Started fading down. So I started off with this number 2 guard and just did this all the way through. And we started with a number 3 on the sides. There's a number 3 here on the sides. So once I've done my number 2, I went ahead and followed up right beneath that, now with my number 2 closed, okay? What I did here now is I went to my number 1. Now this extends to a 4.2. So I'm gonna try my best to skip that 1.5 guard and just use that 1.5 guard to touch up the cut. So I'm going right beneath where I left off with that number 2 guard closed. You guys can see it blends right in. His hair is crazy. Look at his hair growth pattern. It's literally growing in like this, coming here into the middle. Pretty crazy. You guys are looking for a job at Headlines? Let us know, man. We got enough walk-ins that you'll eat. So now that I've done my 1 open, I'm going 1 closed. Right underneath that. Just straight to 1 closed. Now that we've done that, I'm gonna skip the half guard for now, right? And I'm just gonna use the blade all the way open. But I'm just using my corners of my blade open, going up a little bit higher than I wanted to. And as I go up higher, I make sure I commit to just the corners here, trying to avoid creating a line. And at this point, we can go ahead and start to close the clipper. So I'm closing it. You guys can see there's some spots that just stay darker than others because of his crazy hair growth pattern. We'll clean it up, you know, once we go through this phase of the cut. And I'm gonna go all the way closed. I'm almost more light-handed than I've been throughout the entire cut because I'm trying to avoid creating a line. I'm trying to blend right in. Worst case scenario, if we do create a line, I can just open it up 1 notch and it'll take that line out. But you want to be light-handed at this phase of the cut. Okay, and I'm gonna go up 1 notch. It's a little dark in this area right here. You guys can see that blend is starting to come together. The guards we have not used is the half guard and the 1.5 guard. We will come in and use those in just a bit to detail it a little bit better. In this area here in the middle, this is where all the hair growth pattern is kind of meeting. So it seems to be like darker in that area. So what I'm trying to do is just focus on that area here in the middle to lighten it up. You gotta go a little bit higher. And then with a higher guard, we'll have to do the same thing in the middle here. All right, following it up, our last step with the trimmer here before we'll have to go in detail. And I'll go ahead and line him up now. Line up the nape area, detail it after, okay? Probably the hardest neck taper out there. Like, I'm not saying in a compliment, I mean like literally, probably the hardest. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray him with some spritz. I'm gonna do the same steps here, guys, to create this taper that you see here on the other side. So stay tuned, stay plugged in. I'm gonna show you that in just a bit. And if you're an Academy member, there will be the extended version, the full-length version of this tutorial on there. So if you're the type of person that likes to see every little detail, not necessarily a highlight tape of information, then the Academy's for you. It's $20 a month, you can cancel anytime. But let's go ahead and start to line him up now. So I always like to start here at the bottom, and I go in as much as I need to create a nice sharp line, okay? And I'm very light-handed here. We'll walk it up. You guys can see this is where the hair starts to curl in. You gotta be careful there because you can bring that in a little bit too much. We got that bottom line in. All right, let's go ahead and start here above the ear. We'll marry it all together. So using my corners and kind of rounding it out. And now we have a start and a finish. So now it's just kind of meeting these 2 ends. All right, same thing on this side, guys. Going in just enough to where you start to catch a line. So we gotta go in just a tiny bit, but you gotta be careful.
I pulled up from the airport and I took the train. That shit was hilarious.
I missed it. I paid research. Nah, yeah, like I ain't been
They're gonna go up the Lost and Found.
Any of them?
Yeah, I would be in touch with them because sometimes they might want to do.
Hell yeah, I bought a buy. I still couldn't hit. It's lined up, but it's obviously not done. It still needs work. You guys can see that the angle on these 2 sides are a little bit off, so we got to fix that. One way that I can probably fix that is bring the taper up a little bit higher here. It's getting a little bit irritated there. What I'm gonna do to fix that because he's getting a little irritated. I'm gonna put a little bit of 245 shave gel. You guys can see it has aloe vera and vitamin E, which helps with the skin. So we're just gonna apply a little bit there, and hopefully by the time we get back, it'll be soothed and it'll look a lot better than it does now. Let's start with our 2 open, just to debulk it. Remember, it was a 3. There's a 3 on the sides. Now we're going 2 closed. All right, now we're gonna go to our number 1 guard open. All right, number 1 closed now after we did the number 1 open. All right, now we go blade open. All right, now we can start closing it. Close it. Close it all the way now. It's all the way closed, guys. All right, guys, so we haven't used the half guard or the 1.5. This is the last step here. And this is just to kind of marry it, kind of just detail, clean it up a little bit. And close it up. All right, what I'll do now is with the trimmers, I'll get it really nice and tight, make the taper pop a little bit, but I'm gonna line him up first and then do the trimmer. So this side right here isn't gonna grab a C cup like the other side. The other side grabbed it really nice, but that's because of the way that the hair is growing, the hair growth pattern. And so I like to sketch just to be careful that I'm not bringing the line up too much. All right, so now I can use my trimmers here to get it nice and tight. A lot of what behind his ear is fringe. So like bringing this down to like a 1.5 or something isn't gonna do anything besides make his line up above his ear. So we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna line it up. Now, it's a little bit dark here because we went in with the trimmers and lowered it down some. So I'm gonna go back in and I'm just gonna go with my clipper closed and focus more so here in the middle, right here. Because I don't wanna make the C cup area, the lineup area, lighter, because then it's gonna make the taper look higher than it is. So we're just focused on the middle here to create a little bit more gradients. But I feel like already the taper has come out, it's looking nicer. Now remember, we have not used our half guard, so this might be where I need to use my half guard. All right, so got my half guard now, and still focus more so in the middle here. Not really going here because remember, this is like almost fringe, almost a bang area.
The videos that people like I was reading. This is all day in my story. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's natural. It's already actually tell someone to post it.
So at this point, we got to go ahead and take care of his beard. You guys can see this taper. This is what I was talking about. The C cup on this side is going to come out way sharper because of the direction the hair grows. It's growing straight down, where the other side was growing back, right? It's not going to be perfect, but it looks pretty damn good to me. So let's go ahead and lower his beard down. We're going to go to a number 3 and fade it in. So in this section right here, you guys can see there's a huge gap. We're not bringing that down to a 3. He needs that length to cover that gap up. So we're gonna steer clear from that area and blend around it, because he got a weak ass beard.
Let him know.
He got a weak ass beard, like me. Your beard is not better than mine. No, it's not.
Bro,
no, it's not.
Trash. You got a weak. Talking about your beard and your beard trash. You using El Tapo enhancements.
We're using our number 1 guard. It's all the way open.
Bro, I never knew that, bro.
Closing it up now. I'm gonna skip the half guard. We're going straight to the blade all the way open.
Bro, I don't say Raiders, bro.
I'm gonna start closing it little by little.
Bro, love you. Yeah, bro. Why do that? Why do that? Why do that?
All right, so that's one side of the beard. We're gonna line it up, it's just gonna look clean. All right, we're gonna do the same thing here on this side with that number 3. Looking for any gaps, any potential gaps in his beard. Right here in this area, you guys can see it's a little light. You gotta be careful there. And notice I'm going with the grain on this number 3. Now we can go ahead and start blending up.
All the arrow, like freaking all the music, like
1 guard all the way open. All the way closed. Blade all the way open.
Yeah.
Ray, you're a client right now. You're getting a haircut right now. That means you gotta stay still.
Bro, come on here, man.
Wildin', bro. Unbelievable.
Could have been some clout in that YouTube.
Crazy. So blade all the way open now, guys. You're skipping the half guard. and then close it little by little.
You had to ask him because I've never had him come charge it before. This guy got one. Chris like, nah.
Yeah.
He like, yeah.
We like potential of maybe being somewhere.
We gotta trim down this weak beard,
Make my beard look nice, bro.
this weak mustache he got.
Make it look nice too.
He always wants a Puerto Rican thin mustache, and I tell him no.
I didn't know what y'all was saying.
I'm gonna skip the lining up of this just to save time, guys, and then we'll come back when we're gonna do the razor work all the way through. Oh, and when I line up this crazy hairline, we'll be right back. Stay tuned, we gotta line up this crazy hairline.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
We're gonna go real natural on the beard, guys.
They're all going up. It's crazy, man. Face is crazy.
Make her the happiest person in the world.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You got a fake one.
Fresh tree and like. That's what you got?
My wife's Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Pick it up. I jacked it up so bad.
All right, y'all, we're gonna line him up now. We're keeping the length, I'm not cutting it down. And we're not gonna bring his hairline. Some people, bro, would legit bring it up to here and just, trust me, he's gotten his line up like that before. We're not doing that. We're gonna do, bro, I got this. We're gonna do his corners here first, and then we're gonna kind of make an imaginary line going all the way through, okay? And that naturally comes down, we're gonna go ahead and clean up. Now, I want you guys to see this side right here is naturally higher. We're gonna start here and keep it as low as possible, because if we just make this as sharp as possible, then we're gonna have to bring this side up. And that's just way too cosmetic. So you gotta be careful. All right, and I'm definitely gonna comb with the fine part of my comb, just to make sure we get all these hairs.
What, bro?
Bro.
I was running on that software 1.0.
All right, stay still, please. All right, so we got one side done. Now we gotta try to get that side to match as much as possible.
Make it right.
But this man,
Make it right, make it straight.
if it don't come out straight, it's because this guy moves way too much.
Yeah, right. Blame it on me.
So again, imaginary line all the way through. We're coming all the way through. This is mostly bangs anyways. All right, guys. Now we use the razor real quick.
I got a long, super long. Sister Martha went to go grab the whole joint.
I'm just gonna freehand his beard real quick. I get all the loose hairs. You know, this is the attention to details that my brother-in-law don't be appreciating that I do for him. You know what I mean? He be asking me for discounts.
It should come with the service, bro. The detail gotta come with the service. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm the one with the microphone, not you, bro. If y'all in the Tampa Bay area, you wanna relocate, you looking for a job, Headlines is hiring. Pull up, join the team, shoot me an email, bossio@tomb45.com. Serious inquiries only. My brother-in-law been wanting to work at Headlines for the longest time. I keep telling him no, because we only hire the best.
Didn't know my emails.
We won't even look at how your haircuts are. We don't care about that. We can teach you how to cut hair. You gotta have a license though.
And no drug addiction.
And no drug addiction, yeah. That's part of why I haven't hired my brother-in-law.
Now y'all know.
Yo, stop moving,
Now
bro.
y'all know. Nothing ain't safe with Chris.
Bro, chill. When I back up, it's not for you to put your head down. It's because I'm trying to see what's
Dying
going
right
on.
here though. My neck.
Bro, stop.
Some of the barber will put
All right,
like
you
a chair
good,
like
you good,
that,
you
the
good.
headrest and all.
Nah, don't do
you make
that.
yourself an ego.
That's an extra step for no reason.
Let me get
All right, I'm gonna try to detail this crazy taper back here. I'm gonna start closed. I'm gonna open up just a tad bit, guys. And again, focusing here in the middle, mostly. All right, I'm halfway open now. Focusing, again, mostly in the middle here. And notice I'm curving my clipper, kind of going down as I get closer to the edges here. Now I'm all the way open. I'm gonna start open, just in case. And again, just focusing in the middle here, because this middle area is where it's staying super dark and it's throwing off the whole taper. Now I'm halfway open. I think I'm a quarter of the way closed now, okay? And now we're all the way closed. Okay, now we gotta do this area right here. I'm all the way closed, that 1.5 guard is all the way closed. Now let's do that 1 guard open, because we just finished off with the 1.5 guard. Especially right here in the middle, guys, that's where we're focused at. Now we can close it up some. Look at the difference already, guys, that it's making. Now I'm all the way closed with that 1 guard. All right, y'all. 245 clay is back in stock. Amazon. Go to Amazon. Go cop it. Leave us a review if you can, man. We're trying to have the top selling clay on Amazon. We really appreciate your help. I'm gonna use the clay on my brother-in-law now to finish the cut, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in just a minute. All right, y'all. Here go the finished product.